Okay guys, welcome back. Okay, so a lot of guys that I teach generally on my teaching stuff around the world, they say, okay, you're giving us stuff for our swings and that, but what do you advocate? And what do you like to do in your own swing? Well, I've liked to do a lot of different things over the years, but what I want to do now and what I'm working on now is something that really is paying dividends. And I've only been thinking about it for about 2 weeks, and I've only been putting it into practice probably the last 5 days. But essentially the feeling, guys, is that in my golf swing, as I take the club back, my direction is this way. And I try to get the club to keep going here. I try and get, as a feel, I try and get it to feel like it crosses the line. Like Daly did when Daly was at his peak. And I saw Daly hit balls when he was at his peak, and he was the most impressive ball striker I'd ever seen. He was just amazing. Okay, he did it a lot, and I'll never do it like him, but the advantage, guys, is that if you take the club this way and you get the feeling that it's going to go there, and it actually does cross the line, for all you guys that have a tendency to get over the shot on the downswing and get very crowded into the ball when you hit it, this will virtually eliminate that entirely. And I mean entirely. If you think about it, if we go to here and we're here, to be able to get over the top is a virtual impossibility, biomechanically and from just a routing perspective in the amount of time that we've got in the downswing. I mean that's the position of that and its location is too dramatic to get from there to out to there to over. So I'm finding that with this action going here and trying to get the club there, okay, you get a bit of a flying right elbow, but it doesn't matter. I mean that's irrelevant. I mean, that'll be another video, the flying right elbow. Tell Jack you shouldn't play with a flying right elbow, or Freddie. They do that because of the type of swing they've got. And most of the long hitters have always got this, but that's another story. So, in conjunction with that, guys, when I take the club back, I get this feeling that it's going there. Okay, it's not, but it may be going here, as opposed to where I normally get it here. If I can get it just here, if I can get that wrist just tipping this way, I'm going to get this attack on the ball. Now I'm a fan of hitting into out, as you know, with closed hips and closed shoulders. But the knock-on effect of that, trying to get the club across the line in the golf swing, is an aid, a significant additional aid to being able to keep the hips and the shoulders closed when you hit the ball. Because it's very hard to keep the hips closed when you're starting down from there. You can't do it, guys. But when you're starting from here, you're already closed. So all you have to do is maintain the status quo and let it go. Now I've been getting really good results with everything, with driver, irons, just really sensational quality impact. And the ball flight's exactly the same. And like I normally hit the ball virtually straight, and the ball flight now is just a little 2-yard draw, but it's that every single solitary time. Okay, so what are we going to do? So what do I feel? I feel that I set up here and I actually try and keep the club in one line, guys. I actually feel like I want to do that. I don't take it in here, collapse everything and then try to point it there. I keep everything in as straight a line as I can so that the pointing takes place very late in the golf swing with the weight and the momentum of the head just pulling it down. But I don't actually want to try and cock it in here and then point it over there. I actually feel like this is one big lever that just does that, a bit like J.B. Holmes. Well, a lot like JB Holmes. So that's what I'm doing in my golf swing. And it's really, really paying dividends. All right, so we'll just hit one. Into out and keep the shoulders closed. When I said it's 2-yard draw, I mean that's got nothing on it. That just is just dead straight. All right, now really work on this JH. So you'll always get the into out and the up in the shot. I mean, that's got so much power. Lots and lots of power. And guys, it gives you that, with the other video I did yesterday about hitting up cures a lot of ills. The good thing about this, when I'm hitting from here, I'm definitely hitting up. There's so much Count Yogi in this, because Count Yogi took it this way, and then he went that way. But I'm talking about as a conscious thought to try and cross the line. I guess that's probably the best explanation and description I can give. I mean, you can't get better contact than that. They're pure. And it's the same shot. That's the thing I like, just absolutely the same shot. Clint, can you have a look for down the line here? Just try and hit a few this way, guys, and see if I'm in camera. We okay? Or do you want to turn it? That's okay. All right. So watch where the club goes, guys. And because of the camera, I've got to hit it on that line, otherwise you won't see the ball. So that's just gone dead straight. Now I'll really try and cross the line. Again, it's a feeling. I'm not crossing the line, but the feeling is that I am. I mean, the ball flight there is extraordinary. They're long, aren't they? Yeah, my buddy sees me hit every day, so he knows how far I hit with normal clubs, and there's no wind here today, so we're getting true flight. I'll just hit a couple of longer irons. I'll just hit a couple of 4 irons. Doesn't get any better than that, guys. Now, ideally, I want to get here. Again, it's like the bent arm. I'm in the really early stages, but even though I'm only achieving a small, insignificant amount of my real objective, I'm still getting a fantastic result. Very hard to hang on to the club today, guys, as the humidity is like 180%, if there is such a thing. So hard. When you don't play with a glove, it's hard to hang on. Okay, let's see if we can. Dead straight. Okay. Now you may say, does that carry right through, JH? Clint, can you just turn the camera? I'll just hit a couple onto this green here. You can just turn it around a little bit and just get me so I can just pitch it onto that flag there. You would never think that you would take the club inside to hit a little pitch shot. Is that okay? Again, I thought he was moving there. Okay, you're right. Now that's into out, guys, with exactly the same feeling as the big swing. See, even with an into out swing, it still goes straight. Come on, kick left, kick left. Just doing this quick, guys, because the battery's running. Oh, we'll get this right on the flag. Kick left. So I take the whole theme right through the process. And then, of course, you don't have to make any adjustments to your game, long game or short game. You don't have to do any of that. That's the thing I like about it. It then becomes a constant reference for you. You don't have to worry. So, okay, the message is, guys, just try and do that. If any of you guys that have done it before and had problems with your golf swing, if you cross the line, just make sure that on the downswing that you stay here when you hit it. This has got to stay shut. That's the secret. You don't want to cross the line and then just open up. You want to cross the line and then stay here for the shot. I'll hit one driver down range, guys. Huh? Yeah, I'll just aim towards the car. Now, guys, you'll see that I've got a big high tee here. I'll talk about that later, but I forgot to in this video. But by going inside here and crossing the line, I'm getting very much an up attack on the ball. So I can actually hit it straight up. And if I use a low spin driver, that's optimum. I can launch it probably 18 degrees. And I think I would be at the moment. You probably won't see this ball because it'll go so high. It's just got so much on it. Alright, I'll try and cross the line a little bit. It's gone a long way. Okay, it's a feeling, guys. It's a feeling of that, which I haven't got, but it's a feeling. So, and obviously achieving a result because I'm getting really good contact. Anyway, guys, we'll do more on it as the week goes on, and I'll teach you how to cross the line and dispel that myth that crossing the line is bad for the golf swing, because it's good if you combine it with the closed hips attack and the fixed fulcrum of the trail arm at the same time. Anyway, guys, we'll do more during the week.